Same tendencies like a bitch.
Shout out to Mary Jane.
I was at the Funk Festival. and it started at 3. Rick James came on at 6, so it was still daylight. Man, he didn't even have to sing that song. Soon as that beat dropped, hold on, let me show you how it go. Soon as the motherfucker did this, Pam, hold on. Soon as it went, soon as it did that,
niggas go crazy.
That's a cold drop, though.
Yeah, it is.
That's
the
a cold
whole
drop.
place.
And then he
went
wants you to
bananas.
light one with him.
What? I wasn't smoking weed.
Well, I did.
Oh, he wanted you to light one?
Oh,
Listen,
yeah. He definitely wanted you to light one with him.
I didn't know it. Oh, shit, hold on.
That's how you.
Oh, you fuck our show, right? Okay, cool.
Look, oh, boy with his arms out, then left, nigga. Nigga got his arms out, nigga. It ain't that hot, nigga.
It's coming.
You.
It's coming.
I hate this show.
Again,
I didn't know.
sometimes you just need to hear one note, and it's that's it.
That's it.
Now,
That's
listen,
it.
I can say this. I wasn't too hip to Rick James, right?
What?
Let me explain.
You grew up in your damn
But it's the thing. A lot of songs that I liked growing up, I didn't know it was Rick. I didn't know that was Rick James.
Really?
For the longest, and one of my favorite songs of all time. I'm embarrassed to say this. I did not know it was Rick James till this year.
What?
Fire and Desire.
And Tina?
Because I didn't know Rick can sing. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't know he can
Rick
really
can
sing.
sing, yeah.
So every time I
Yeah.
heard that song,
He
I
had a
always
voice.
pictured just like an older, the older singers in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know he can really sing because everything I heard from, up until that point was always kind of rock and roll-ish.
But he was rock and roll before.
Right. So I didn't. That's what I'm saying. I didn't put it together. So when I knew he did, Fire and Desire is hands down top 5 favorite songs.
Yes,
of all time.
of slow songs of all time.
Oh,
yes,
my
for
God.
sure.
And when it dropped,
Or duets.
we
for sure.
just lost our mind because again, Tina was just coming in.
Yeah.
Rick was fire.
Yeah.
And then both of them had and we knew they were dating at the time.
Yeah,
so
they
that
was
made it
fucking
even
sure.
better.
Yeah.
That made it even a better story.
Yeah, that's an incredible track.
Yeah. We got a phone call, Pam.
Shout out to Rick.
Right for our segment. This that bullshit.
I know. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Number 14. Thank you for hanging
heard
up.
you.
Shit.
Shit.
Someone in the chat room's asking, who's the hunk?
Can we do our shit?
Can we?
said. I
Can
don't
we?
know.
Oh, my name is Speedy.
They wanted.
In case it's the first time
That's what
tuning
it
in,
said. They
you didn't
wanna
know who
know
I
who you
was. We gonna get to that in a minute. First, Shelly.
It wasn't me. It was Nakia.
Fuck them.
Nakia.
Wait. Your thirsty ass. Who is the hunk?
She's like 2
And
days
then
in a
wait.
row.
So when we start saying hunk though,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
what she's
that lets you know how old the kid is.
yeah, she must be in her 50s along
She
with.
used to watch Saved by the Bell.
Yeah. Ain't the kid the
what
one
that is,
grab me by the face?
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna like the kid. She like you to grab her by the face and put her face on it. Anyway,
Hilarious.
it is the Rollout Show right here at ROLLOUTSTUDIOS.com. It's your boy, Speed Doggy Dog. In the house we got.
Nikki Pam.
In the house we got.
Shelly Rio.
Your mic is just Nick.
Shelly Rio.
There we go.
There you go.
Gotta
Stand.
talk right into it.
Behind the glass curtain, my one, my only, my second seed.
A whim away. A whim away.
Oh,
See, he was
well.
bopping to it.
I was about to get it. I'm with it.
But here's the
Hey, I'm
thing,
with it.
Shelly.
Shalom
You know
to the
you got
people.
a job. Why
But
are you
I can't-
texting?
I don't-
Why are you sitting there going?
First of all, I'm responding to Joseph.
Fuck them.
Second
Don't
of all-
respond to them motherfuckers, man.
Second of all, I can't sing, so I'm like, why do you give me this part?
Really quick pause. Can you slide her mic over? She's talking to the screen, not the mic.
Oh,
Just slide the mic.
I don't even like
There you go. That's
dealing-
perfect. That's
I don't
perfect.
like dealing
There you
with
go.
Shelly.
That's perfect.
it's covering me. I'm just kidding.
Let him see it.
No, they can see that left tip.
Introduce.
too.
Girl, if you don't let me do my show,
Shout out to Tony.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna fix this shit. Come on down there.
Brought her down.
That's what she said.
Let me bring you down to earth right quick.
Yeah, I will not. Now get your ass up and bring it up. Now,
That's fucked up.
in the house,
Right.
all the way from Detroit City. In the house we got.
Tattoo Man Page in the
Tattoo
building.
Yeah, man, I saw him and I was like, you look familiar, and I forgot that he performed at
At the
that,
Wax Shack.
Yeah, the
I'm
Wax
gonna call
Shack.
it the Wax Shack.
Yeah,
'cause
exactly.
those other motherfuckers
That
was
shit
horrible.
was terrible.
What's the wax shack?
It's that his comedy.
show. Not mine.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Well,
Comedy festival.
Comedy festival.
say whack
Comedy no
or wax?
festivals.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we don't call it wax.
Whack. I want to take the festival out too. It was a comedy bean.
Right.
Yeah, niggas came there to die, except for you and the fat white dude was funny.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Appreciate
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You kind of went out there like, anyway, motherfucker.
right, like,
Right.
anyway, you know, let's get this moment.
So
going,
Tattoo
bro.
Man in the building. Nakia. Apparently she's already got her shirt off.
I think it's her jersey off.
Get the fucking show going. And I didn't know his shoulders out today. I wore my shoulders out.
Oh no, we don't need jerseys.
Huh?
Shoulders out Wednesday.
He ain't got no real shirts, nigga. Everything
Guns
got
out, guns out.
Everything got a one strap. It's all over. Nigga. It's raining. It's
I'm gonna go give me one of them OG unit wife beaters.
I bought me one, nigga. I said at one point I'm gonna wear this motherfucker. It's still in the pack.
I skipped them G unit blouses. Nigga.
I just thought the strap was a little thick.
spaghetti-ish.
No, it was like suspenders.
Yeah, like a train. It was like a training wife beater.
Yeah.
Like what is that you got?
I don't want to wear that one. I've never worn it unless I'm playing ball. That's the only
I bet
time.
you had a shirt on underneath it.
No, nigga, I was
That's
in shape
hilarious.
back then. I was just like him. Nigga, look, guns out, suns out. Nigga, yeah.
You ain't never had guns like that stuff.
I got a water gun.
Water gun. I was just going to say. Come on.
Sons out, guns
How
out.
we measure me to another dude? I
You the one said your shoulders
said-
was like his.
No, I did not. I said,
Nick, did you not
I
say
said,
that?
You compare your arms to another man's arms?
That's what I heard.
With them big old shoulders?
That's a big old shoulder.
Hey, brother, I
The
apologize.
kid said F you, Speedy.
I know you want to. I know you want to, because I'm gonna grab you by your face.
Oh, wow.
But Nikkia, now go on and say, call in and say hi to the guests. You're drooling right now all on your computer. Who is the dude with his? Who's the hunk? When the last time you heard a motherfucker say hunk?
I know, right?
Nikkia, how old are you for real, girl?
Right. So do people always say you look like Nipsey's?
Yeah, I get that a lot.
All the time, huh?
Yeah, I get that a lot. Resemble.
Yeah, no, you look like him a lot.
Yeah, resemble.
Yeah.
I had three.
Oh,
I let him
go
go.
on, fuck it. It's a comedy show.
No,
Yeah, we
Nipsey
can't.
is-
Yeah, we
he's
can't.
God here.
Yeah,
We
Nipsey is
do that.
God.
Anyway, man. So you here? You doing auditions and all that stuff? And
No, yeah, just trying to hit the comedy rooms, you know. So give them a little feel of my comedy, you know.
all right.
You know, I come with the impersonations and everything. Just
Yeah.
trying to.
Who you do?
I do just about everybody.
Can you impersonate Speedy?
For what?
Again, people.
can
I am
make
We
not
got a
the
pillow
bar.
in there you can put under your shirt if you need your stomach to poke out a little more. Get it
Right.
I mean, we can bring a couple other people on here. You know what I'm saying? Like
Stutter right
we got
there.
Cat Williams with us in the building.
All right,
Oh, you
what
got
Cat
Cat?
Williams?
He right here. Come on in, man.
Oh, yo, what's going on, Speedy? We about to do this thing. We about to we about to roll out for the show. We about to go ahead and do it right now because we on live.
Oh, wow. He said just like him.
It's not bad shot.
It's
Yeah,
so
that's a
weird
good
because
cat.
he's a really good friend of mine. So when he made it, he had bought a house in Calabasas, and this nigga went full tilt like he. I went over there to pitch a show. Me and Daryl. So we get that nigga. He got a velvet rope that goes up to. So his upstairs is the room. What is that velvet? And it was a rope before the thing. And I was like, and the lady said, "Just have a seat. Have a seat, nigga. I know cat bitch. I'm having a seat in the living room." She comes back down, moves the rope, and said, "He wants you to come upstairs." So who want me to come upstairs? This bitch act like
Wait, Cat wants you to come to his bedroom.
The kid wants to see you.
Yeah, the kid wants to see
pretty
you.
much that's what it was. So me and Daryl, we go upstairs. He had got this, you know, at a some really good hotels. They have your food and like
Yeah.
dessert right there, so you can pick what you want. So he had all these desserts on a platter right before.
buffet? Oh,
wow.
Yeah, right by his door. And I said, "What?" She said, "He just likes to pick what he might want to eat. Whatever he don't eat, we take back." I said, "We talking about Cat Williams, right?" That's
Right, I know
I
that.
don't think we ain't going to talk
Very
about Eddie Murphy.
particular
Nigga. We
about
talking
what
about
I
Cat.
very particular about what I ingest.
That's pretty much what he said.
Just
That's pretty much what he said. So we wait in this nigga room, and we're like, okay. And me and Daryl, I said, Daryl, hey, he wasn't like this before, nigga. But, and out of nowhere, I don't know where this nigga came from, he appeared. He said, hey, do it.
What's going on, man?
Nigga,
I was just
hey.
under the bed for a second, just grabbing something.
What you doing under the bed? What is
Nigga, we like,
I was grabbing something.
So we start pitching this idea for a movie. He goes through this whole thing. He said, look here, Speedy. I'm going to talk to you in a few minutes. We'll talk. I said, okay, cool. So we turned to give him the script. He's gone. I'm not exact. He is gone. And the white girl come back in and she said, I'll take the script. I said,
wow.
bitch, first of all, where is this motherfucker? And they said Cat used to do that all the
that's
time.
terrible.
reappear, reappear.
Nigga, it was.
I saw him about to sneeze one time and somebody else finished it for him.
Really?
No, I'm sure.
He had bodyguards before he was
what?
famous. Just so everybody know. This one, his tooth was missing. So he had bodyguards that these big ass niggas used to be at the what's the club that Claudia wouldn't won the money at? at the casino.
Oh,
There used to be a comedy club there.
and not the Cosmopolitan.
No, the one over there in Inglewood,
The
racetrack.
Yeah, the racetrack one.
So there was a comedy club
Inglewood,
there, and he would
Inglewood
host on Tuesday.
Casino.
He had a bodyguard. Niggas was like, "Why do you have a bodyguard, nigga? You ain't nobody." And this before he was really nobody. He just can't wait.
Dude, all I know is when we were on Wild 'N Out, the girls loved
right, he
it
was on
because
it.
after every episode, he would just be pulling money out, and we'd be like, yes, grabbing all the money. And
Really?
he just let us take it home.
Really?
Yes.
That's what's up.
So we were like, is Cat working today? Is he gonna like be on set? Because like we need to pay our bills.
Come on, wildin' out, girls. I'm about to throw some money on you bitches after the show, so just get ready.
We still love it.
That's pretty much how it goes.
Hilarious.
Now, any other voices you do? You do Denzel?
Yeah, I can do Denzel Washington. That's what I'm talking about right now. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We was on a Speedy show, and
That motherfucker sound-
thinking about doing Training Day, probably a Training Day 2, 3.
I hope they do. Oh no, he got killed. He can't
He
get
got
two.
what?
Did he get killed? They could do a prelude.
Hey, his little what about his little Mexican son?
Oh, that's good though.
Hey, what about his Mexican son? His Mexican son turned somebody, right? He can turn into somebody, right? That's what I'm talking about.
Can you do training? I guess you can do pre.
Yeah.
How he became that kind of cop.
Or you could do the son. You can follow it
But
with the
no, we
I
want
like the
Denzel.
son.
We want
Yeah, you do the
Denzel.
son.
We want Denzel.
They
I don't
can
want
use
no-
Oh,
I
that's
want-
right, he is
I don't
nice
want a
and big.
Latino Denzel.
They can use-
How about? Dang, we can't do that either. How about
Unless now, do white folks make shit happen? Did he really die?
Well, there's no way he couldn't have died.
Maybe
That
he
shit.
just shot in the arm.
he got riddled with 18 million bullets.
Did they
He
hit?
probably-
Did they hit? Did they hit a
right.
vital organ? We
Right.
assume
This
it
is true.
did.
That's a good point. They didn't show him dead.
They didn't show. He was just. They just shot the car.
Nope, they did. Remember at the end of the movie, as the white dude is driving back, the radio comes on and it says officer is slain, but he survived by one kid and the mob.
Maybe
or
that's
whatever.
a cover up.
For the mob.
I could fix that. I'm alright.
We about to get it back.
I
We about
get
to
it.
bring Training Day back.
Because he could be, maybe he's hybrid. Maybe he's not. Fuck it. Anyway,
Like, we
he a
gonna make this
cyborg.
Tattoo
work.
Man in the building.
We gonna make this work.
Detroit's own. How's
we gonna make
Detroit
this
City
work.
doing, man?
Oh, we
it looks
doing better,
right?
We doing better. They gentrifying it. You know what I'm saying?
My
Lot
friend
of
is
white
buying
folks.
property down there, Sabrina.
It's
Yeah.
more Caucasian people downtown.
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 They fixed the water yet?
Downtown. To fix the water.
Well, that's
Yeah,
in
at,
Flint.
Right.
That's
Flint.
No. It's in Michigan. It's in
Yeah,
Detroit
yeah.
now too.
It's everywhere.
It's in the
Oh,
school water. You
Oh,
know what
wow.
I'm saying? Like some of the water look like Lipton iced tea.
Really?
Yeah.
all because they didn't
Wow.
want to spend the money
Yeah.
to either fix the pipes or was some treatment they
Or-
would have did to the they didn't want to pay for.
Yeah,
Or
we gonna get it. We gonna get it together.
Go
or
ahead, Nick.
or
We gonna get it
That'd be
together.
they
years,
wanted
though.
to get all you niggas out of there
Pretty much.
so they could buy the property like they're doing now.
To
Yep.
gentrify it. Yep.
I don't think it's
Stay-
that hard to fix the water.
Right.
But niggas need to drink.
And that's
We
why
like
they
chicken
that's why they gotta get the
and
fuck out of there. They said, I know how they
Can't
gonna
make
get,
Kool-Aid without water.
that's how they get them up out of there. Listen, nigga,
I
we gonna
said the
take
same.
over the
How
Kool-Aid
I
many
said
supply.
the
years has it
same
been?
thing.
3 years, right? It's been 3 years now?
3 years?
Maybe longer.
I feel
Maybe
like it's
maybe
longer,
5.
right?
Five, like
Maybe
four
on
or
And,
five.
and if you
Like
smart,
four or five.
what would you invest your money in Detroit? Water, bottling water. If you have a bottle company, you killing right now
Yeah.
because they need water for
Yeah, they
everything.
bathing in that and
They bathing,
everything.
yeah.
Bulletproof vest. That's a good investment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, how long you been doing stand up, man?
I've been doing stand up for like 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you get started? Just
Yeah.
somebody, you funny.
I get started
You need to
because
find
of the
some water.
voices. Right. I've always did impersonations and voices. I used to call up to random radio stations and act like I'm somebody else. I call it like, yeah, what up, this Jay-Z? Like, I'm just trying to see if me and Beyonce was trying, anything. You know,
You call
I just
here.
call up random, and then my homegirl that do stand up, her name Jam from Detroit, and she told me to do a show. I went and did my first show, did like 6 or 7 minutes, and they laughed at everything. It's a rap since then.
Oh, that's what's
You know.
up.
What were you doing before that? You like worked
Before
Taco
that,
Bell or something?
tattoo artist.
Oh,
I'm a
shit.
tattoo artist. Yeah, I've been a
I
tattoo.
just thought you just came up with the name, nigga.
no,
You was like,
no. Yeah, I'm a tattoo artist, self-employed. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Best job to have in the world.
do you like them shows?
No, some of
The
them.
Chicago one I like.
Some of
I
them.
like New York. I like.
I don't like
I
the
like the
black.
Chi-
I don't particularly.
The black one,
like the black because
Chicago-
they try to make us look. They just like
Well, they gonna do that regardless.
Yeah, we ain't all like that. You know what I'm saying? Like all,
Every day
all
ain't a
black,
crisis.
All black tattoo shops ain't going through hell all
Right.
day every day. You know.
Right.
and it's pretty much the I forgot what's the name of the one, the black one. Somebody help me in the chat room if the shit is on. I forgot the name of it, but I actually start watching that. I like that one better than
Black
New
Ink
York.
Chicago.
I think so.
Chicago, they're Chicago, New York right now, but
It's probably the one with the Marriage Boot Camp, the tattoo.
Yeah,
I think it's
him.
that one.
Yeah, he's on New
With
York.
the straight wavy hair or whatever.
No, you're talking about God, what's his
I
name?
can't remember, but I just remember he was on that show.
It's actually, I have it pulled
I
up.
actually like that one, but it is kind of weird when you watch those shows because little petty shit start the arguments. I just don't like how the bitch looked at me when I was tattooing.
Hey, that'd be the first dialogue in the
Right.
show.
Yeah.
Like, what the? It come on like that.
Yeah,
Like,
well, and we need to talk, and then the whole show just keep going. And so, was it your shop or you just worked at a shop?
no, just worked at a shop.
And it was never like what we see on TV.
No, I ain't gonna say that. Oh. No, I ain't gonna say that. For one, it's Detroit, so you know had a fair share of everything in the shop. We done had shootouts outside the shop, like outside the shop.
Over a tattoo?
No, not over a tattoo.
What is?
It was just something
some
random. It
other
probably
shit.
was over a tattoo. Like you got my name. You done got my. I told you to get my name.
Have you ever tattooed a pussy?
Yeah, I have. I actually tattooed.
approved.
I actually tattooed a lion face on a pussy and the tongue.
You just say for JJ.
Like
No, we don't say pussy.
no.
We grown.
Yeah, I
Kitty cat. No.
I actually
Yes, kitty cat.
I actually tattooed a lion on a vagina.
Thank you. Thank you. I like that.
Yeah, I tattooed a lion on a
So
vagina.
so you made the lion's mouth open.
What?
the split was the crease in the tongue.
Oh, it makes sense.
If you
Around
can
the
imagine
yeah,
it.
uh-huh.
How long it take?
Minus the boners. No.
Now,
it
you
probably-
holding-
White girl, black girl?
No, yeah, I had to. No, she was
White girl?
black.
She
She was
black?
black. Yeah.
Well, of course, the
it took
tiger
like
was-
4 hours.
Okay.
Like 4 hours. She stood
Should
there
it
like
have
a
took
trooper.
4 hours?
It usually would take like 1 hour.
Oh, so you're taking your time with
So
that.
you hold the pussy, hold
Yeah,
the lips.
it's the best. It's the best. Yeah, I had to.
I know what I would.
No,
Nigga, I would be like, what? I would like that. Nigga, I would have went.
Ew.
Yeah.
Like, why you using a pen? This is how I start off, bitch.
Like, why are you?
I gotta draw the line first.
hey,
Now you
hey.
want a mane on this? Okay.
like you don't have to rub the pearl
Pam,
tongue.
you
You
understand,
don't
nigga?
have to do that.
I'd have ran out of ink. Hold on. And I'd have still been holding the pussy. Somebody bring me a pen.
That's so disgusting.
It was an interesting experience though. You know what I'm saying? She was a trooper though. You know what I'm
And she
saying?
hung in there.
She hung in there. She was getting stimulated the time. You know what I'm saying?
So she leaking.
She was.
Nigga, I love this tattoo.
She was. No, I promise to God she was.
Let's go. You go hate
She
this
was
part.
really getting turned
Look,
on.
Pam.
Like she was.
Oh
horny.
shit, you a little wet.
Cause
I did take a second to look, make sure it was clean. I don't see nothing in there.
You like a grandpa. That's
No,
nice.
but
You had some chicken, didn't you, bitch?
oh, you been eating catfish.
We got phone call, Pam. We got phone call.
Oh my God! Oh
Whoa.
wow! Is that it?
That's not the one.
Right, look
That's
behind.
not it, but that's similar.
Yeah, that's
hey,
not
hey,
Well,
but
put
it's
it behind
similar.
us too,
I
Nick.
tried to find one that wasn't too
That's
graphic.
disgusting.
Wasn't too
Oh,
graphic.
yeah.
I can't look. I can't see the
would
mouth.
you
Open your
want
legs.
that?
You can look behind us.
That's
Right, you can look right here.
That's the premise.
But why would you?
But yours
Like,
wasn't.
why would you want
The
that?
head wasn't that big, was it?
No, it wasn't that big at all.
So it's lower down.
Yeah, it was lower down. Everything. Yeah, it was more like that. It was
Okay.
more intimate like that right there.
Okay.
And the actual vagina was
Let me
the
ask you,
tongue.
did you have to shave her?
Did I? Yes, I had to shave her. Yes.
Come on, nigga.
Why wouldn't she do that herself?
No. It's we shave everybody. Like if I tattooed you on your
There you
forearm
go.
right now, I have to shave your arm. I'm
let's
gonna shave your arm.
Can we go thigh?
Like because hair holds so much bacteria.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you have to make sure. every
That's
single
why we
piece of
shave our
hair
But I feel
is
like
gone.
if I
Nigga,
knew
you
I
a
was
genius.
tattooing there, I would have waxed
Whether
it
it
off.
held bacteria or not, first thing, I need to shave you because your hair holds bacteria.
I already shaved. I got this.
I got this, bitch. You look, Pam. You're gonna feel a little. You're gonna feel a little pressure. Don't worry about that. And I'm gonna shave up. Look, it's the stuff on the shaving cream. I'm gonna shave up. Ain't no need to waste in this. Look, that one
Hey,
in there.
but I kept it professional though. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Nigga, please.
You got to keep it professional
I
because
will
you
not.
want to keep the clients coming in. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to deter nobody from coming
Nigga,
in.
I'd have
Like,
had
hey,
on some shorts
girl, he was
with
trying
no
to-
underwear.
You know,
My whole head would have came out. Oh shit!
like, oh, I'm
My
sorry,
bad.
I'm sorry. She's like, how you get a condom on?
I don't want to get no bacteria.
Hey, right. I'm trying to protect me. You know what I'm saying? Hold on now.
On me. We got a phone call, man.
Call it. What's your name and where you calling
This
from?
better not be Nikki.
Hey y'all, it's Nikki.
Yeah, calling in from where's this
The hunk is on.
And Pamela.
What?
I'm only 41. I am not in my 50s.
Well, you said hunk.
41.
Okay,
say
I'm
hunk.
just
I'm
you.
at work and I'm
First of all, don't
I can't
ever
type.
correct us.
Who is that fine ass motherfucker?
Oh, you talking about me?
No.
Wow. You at least laughed. Yes, Nakia.
You already know you're cute, Speedy, sweetie.
Spidey.
Now I'm Speedy.
Yeah, Spidey.
I'm messing with your napkins. My bad.
Yes, Nakia. Something you want to ask our guests?
That's my ADD.
I think you got a call. Just, yeah, sorry.
Kiki, are you ready? What?
And she's single.
What up, dope?
You have something you want to ask him?
She's trying to breathe on the
I
phone.
just tell my age because I'm like y'all.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you want to
What up, though,
correct
Kiki?
us on
41.
air.
She like, I ain't 51. I'm 41.
And what's wrong with
What's the
me
oldest you
doing-
ever dated?
Oh,
That's why I'm going back to work.
it was like a 30-year gap.
Oh, really?
How old were you?
Yeah.
You
Getting
must have
that
been putting it
paper.
in-
I was 21.
Getting that paper.
I was 21.
She was.
Shit.
Look, I'm
She
trying
was
to
50.
ask.
I was 21. She was 50.
Wow.
Well, I was 25 when I met a 50.
Yeah, I was 21. She was 50. Yeah, she was
paid for everything.
Yeah, she paid for everything. My card note and all that stuff. Like I was.
You want to do
was happy.
tattoos? I got you.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need a gun? I buy you a gun.
See, but I tried to get a sugar mama like 2 years ago. They ain't the same no more.
No.
They buy you fake Jordans and shit.
Jordan doing a layup.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Jordan had waves
Now,
on my shoe.
You tattoo dudes.
Yeah.
So do you draw a line somewhere like, nigga, I ain't finna
Yeah, I
do
do
stomach,
draw a
nigga,
line. I do draw a line. I'm not about to tattoo nowhere near your genital area or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing against people who do it, but it's just not my thing.
I ain't
you know
doing
what
nigga chest. I ain't gonna have you lay down, nigga. I'm pulling your chest muscle to this side.
You got to shave his chest
Hey, your
hair.
mama good, huh? Look, man, look, everybody good?
Why you want this tattoo on your thigh, bro? Hey, can you scoot your meat over right there?
Yeah, you slide your pickle.
Yeah,
Thank
let
you,
me.
brother.
Yeah, there you go. Like, no, I can't.
I got a quick question. Have you ever had any requests to do a tattoo that was just really odd, or maybe you felt uncomfortable about doing the job? Nothing like a dude's private area, but
I actually turned down a lot of young people when they try to get face tattoos. I turned down
Oh, wow.
damn near everybody that try to get face tattoos. I'd be like, go to him. Or go, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't
Right.
put no tattoos on your face.
Right.
Like, you know what
Never
I'm
gonna
saying?
get no job.
So, you know what I'm saying? I kind of turn people away from doing that.
Now, do you tell
All
them
the time.
why, or you just say nah?
No, I give them an explanation.
Hey, turn that
you know
fan
what
to
I'm
you.
saying?
Ain't got to sweat like that. My bad, dog.
oh.
I took it because it'd be me.
Oh, no,
sweating.
that's cool. I was waiting on it.
Yeah, it ain't gonna bounce off me. Trust me. It's thick.
I'm like,
Can you feel it?
oh, yes.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Oh, hilarious.
Good. Y'all got the little AutoZone fan.
Hey, man.
I appreciate it.
Go in there,
though,
one AutoZone place, nigga, one little fan right here. How can I help you, sir?
Right.
And nigga be mad as fuck when you gotta go look for your part. Really? That's
Connected to the brim of your hat. Like, you know,
Hilarious.
all right. Well, good to hear, man. It's now time for
We already did the song.
yeah, we did the song. We ain't gonna go back to the song. TV Junkies. Well, we go check out all the dope ass
The
TV
who?
shows. Shut up. So you ain't got to check the shit out.
Check out the bullshit. I mean, you check,
It's your girl Pam,
and your boy Speedy. And your
and
girl.
we added.
Shelly
Shelly.
Rio. Don't
We'll
be so
say your
excited.
name.
hey, you gotta say that. Shelly Real. That's a cold name.
It's a
You-
porn
hey, you got-
slash.
No, that's a nice name. You got to
She
figure
said
out a
it's
way
a
to say that
porn
smooth.
slash.
You got to figure out a
Actress
way.
name.
You got to figure out a way
You
to
know
say
she's
that
about to
smooth.
say.
Though.
Well, it's
What
not
am I
really
about
my
to
name. Go ahead, Shelly.
You got to be something.
No,
smooth.
but there was a girl. Somebody asked me if I was related to, I think,
Vanessa Del Rio. Yeah.
Because she's, I was
It's
like,
Del
no.
Rio.
Yeah, she's
My
a
bad.
porn star.
Yes.
Oh, of
You
course
got-
you
you-
know.
Okay, thank you guys. It's Shelly Del Rio. It's good.
like, you
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
be.
She
She
said
was
put
so
some spice on it.
She
You gotta
stopped
put some-
doing porn because she was one of the few Puerto Ricans besides my man from Chips who people knew, and she felt bad that they knew her because she was a porn star. So she became a bodybuilder.
What?
She stopped fucking and grabbed a real bar.
there you go. Way to get out the
Anyway,
game.
thank you. So she don't do that no more. But she was the nigga. Please, Vanessa Del Rio. Del Rio.
Yeah.
How you thought Rio and Del Rio was the same shit?
Rio.
What's your first movie, Pam?
My first one is so funny. We have tattoo here. So my thing is, tonight, Black and Crew Compton comes on.
Huh?
They have a Compton version of. So now they had Chicago. They got New York. So Black and Crew Compton. Look, they crip walking and shit. Then can you pull up the thing?
All of them get prison made tattoo guns.
Right. It's gonna be good. So what
seen
tripped
one
me
before.
out about the whole thing is this guy, celebrity tattoo artist named KP. You ever heard of him? KP?
No.
Okay. Anyway,
They do tattoos. They don't know each other, Pam.
I'm just saying.
You know,
But
Charles
you know
Willie
who's in it is Kyla Pratt. Kyla Pratt is
she
in the
tats?
series. Yeah, I guess so.
Is she getting a tattoo?
No, I think she's in it. I think she's because you'll see
Probably
it.
how they
just here
sold
in
it.
here.
That's probably how they
probably-
sold it with her.
I
attached
find
to
that
it.
very interesting. But it's so funny. They got these Hollywood looking people, but like they crip walking in it. But they're saying that this was the first black tattoo place in Compton, which I'm like, huh?
Well,
I can't but imagine there's not been other.
Pam, you're not from Compton, so you wouldn't know.
Well,
Ain't like
Carson's
you
close
live-
to Compton.
Oh, that's dope. I got to get a guest feature on this
I know.
show.
Can you imagine? I was trying
Hey,
to. I think Sky needs to be on here too.
I need to get
Yeah.
on that.
And this airs tonight.
Yeah, it starts tonight.
What channel?
VH1.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
So check that one out. I'm excited about that one. I'm definitely I'm checking
Yeah,
into that
Brooklyn
one.
want to get his hair like that.
At 10 o'clock.
Get his hair like what?
Kylie, see Kylie, there's Kylie right there. I guess
Oh,
maybe
that's
she's
his
dating
girlfriend.
somebody. Yeah, she must be dating
That's
one
what
of
it
them.
is.
Okay.
Oh,
She got a kid with them.
She got a couple kids.
Okay.
She got no
I used to
kids.
see her in NoHo all the time.
Yeah,
She
shout
was-
out to Kyla.
We
Yeah.
knew her as a little baby. Now she done grown up. And she in them street well.
She sure did.
So I'm
Wow.
home.
So I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
I like that one. man.
Tonight, VH1, 10 o'clock. What do you have?
Shout out to my girl Tiffany Haddish. I watched They Ready on Netflix. So I fell asleep after
They
I was,
ready?
I was
Oh, so
watching.
you saw the.
Yeah, I saw Flame. Flame was funny.
Uh-huh.
Flame was definitely
Oh, you said
funny.
you were going to get on the show.
Yeah, he spoke. Well, he wanted to wait till after
Is
that
she or
aired.
he? Or, I don't know.
Him, she.
Okay.
So he said he was gonna wait till after the show aired. And he'll come do the show for sure. Ada was very funny. Ada destroyed. I think she did a great set. Marlo, well, she's not going by Sexy Marlo no more. Who's originally from Compton. Marlo was great. I didn't get a chance to. I watched Tracy as well. Tracy Ashley, who's from Indianapolis. But it was actually really good. And the really good thing about it that Tiffany did. And shout out to
Look at
Tiffany
this Ada.
Haddish, man. You got to see the far away
Shantae
shot of her.
wins.
Yeah, the far away
Oh,
shot
she must
of.
be the butch one, not the Williams.
She funny
Yeah.
as hell.
But she funny.
I didn't get a chance to see her set. I'm gonna watch it
Hilarious.
tonight.
She look a little
She
whore.
hilarious.
Yeah, she's definitely a dude.
She
But
cute,
it's all
though.
good.
Yeah.
She can get. The thing I loved about it is that each one of them had their own. Like it doesn't run continuously. Like you watch each person, then you gotta watch the next one. But they got writers credits and they got executive producer of the show.
Oh,
Of
wow,
their
that's
show.
dope. That's
So
dope.
I thought that was really dope. And each one of them said, hey, I've been knowing old girl for this, that, and the other. And she said she was going to come back and get us, and she did. And that was
wow.
the thing that stuck out to me
So
because.
did she do any stand up though? Tiffany?
No, she just come out and introduced. She didn't
Introduce
have to. She got paid.
Right.
So, again, I thought it was great. I wish people,
There's
and I'm
fun.
not saying they don't, but like a Cedric the Entertainer. If you had Kings of Comedy, all each one of them dudes should have said, hey, man, I'm going to go out there and show you some more could be Kings of Comedy.
Right.
Kevin Hart does that with his. I forgot what his is called. but it's
Plastic
on-
Cup Boys.
No, not them. But he has a thing where he introduces the next top or who he thinks is
yeah, I
next
know what you're
person,
talking about. Yeah.
and which is on Comedy Central. But I think all the comedians who've made it throw the rope back, man, because you
Yeah,
never know
yeah.
who. White boys do it all day.
Yeah.
The Comedy Central got a whole bunch of shows about who they think is the next whatever.
Uh-huh.
They get a platform, and next thing they doing a TV
Right.
show, a movie, or whatever. We have to do that, man. Shout out
Yeah.
to Tiffany Haddish
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Sexy
for
Marlo,
her.
who had never done. I mean, she didn't even do. I don't think she did Comic View, or she did. It didn't really get no run, and she got this Netflix deal, which I was so happy for her. Shout out to everybody on there, and it's on Netflix now. I think it started yesterday, so definitely check it out. Let us know what you think. Shout out to all the people that's on there. Dope as fuck. What you got, baby girl?
Well, did you guys see on Netflix the new movie Otherhood with Angela
I
Bassett?
saw it, but I just didn't watch it.
No.
How did you see it and not watch
I
it?
mean, I saw the
the-
thing.
Oh, I was
the-
like, that doesn't even make any sense. I mean, I don't know if
I
you
hate
would
your
like.
frown. Just so we get that. Your frown.
It was a cute movie because it was about 3 moms that were friends, and then their sons were friends, and their sons moved, I think, to the city, and so like they never call their moms or mothers Day.
Pretty much.
and,
That's how I
you
see
know,
it.
Was it kind of like
typical-
when I
That
seen the
looks good.
preview? It kind of
liked it.
reminded me of a version of Girls Trip. Was it kind of like that? How they would kind of
No.
recapture their like
What's that
Not
actress
Girls
right there?
Trip.
Okay.
I like her.
That's
Patricia Arquette.
That's
Yeah.
the one from the prison movie. She destroyed that shit.
Yeah, she was so
She
good.
put on weight and everything.
Yeah.
She destroyed that shit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna check it. It's good.
I mean,
looks
I
good.
liked it,
That's
but I don't know if
something I
I
would like.
liked it because I'm a mom and I have boys and my one left to Jersey and I don't know.
Oh yeah. Well,
It's
you
kind of
can't-
emotional.
It's really
But
weird.
it's a comedy
You have
show.
kids?
Yeah,
Hold.
yeah. I have 6 kids.
You have 6 kids.
Oh, wow, you
Yeah.
right under Speedy.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I was.
Nigga, you got
I-
6 yours, or you just said, "Hey, I'll be daddy."
I'm assuming.
Till you go get the 23
yeah,
and me.
Yeah,
What is it?
I take care of them, and you know
Hilarious.
what I'm saying. So until I find out otherwise, I'm going to be taking care of
So
them.
what's the age range?
Well, I have teenagers except for a 4-year-old. I have
You
a
could have
teenager
teenagers.
except for a
Okay.
4-year.
Yeah, you could have seen it.
Yeah,
How
I'm
old are you?
I'm 36.
Oh, you was
Wow.
fucking early.
Hold
Yeah.
on, nigga.
No,
No,
Yeah,
but he's a guy though.
yeah.
He could have
No,
like
no.
5 girls pregnant at the same time.
Yeah,
that's true.
I was.
That's true.
got some Negro
I
twins?
was young and what? Yeah, no, kinda. They 4 months apart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep, you do.
my boys 4 months apart. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, them
Oh,
Negro
yeah,
twins.
Yeah,
Huh?
I was wild and. I was wild and now.
Yeah, you gotta do something. You tattoo somebody.
Yeah. That's why I thank
Tattoos.
God for
Cooches.
tattoos.
Somebody asked me, you gonna put all your kids' names on your arm? I said, no. Hell no. Now, how I'm explaining
That's a
Dominic.
scripture.
That's my son. Mm-hmm. No, it is. It got a dude's name on. No, not gonna have. Second one. What's your second one, Pam?
Hip Hop Squares is back, and which
I
I
ain't never watched the first.
you never
one.
watched that?
Is that the one that D-Ray hosts?
Yeah, I love that
Is it
show.
D-Ray or-
Yeah, D-Ray.
Yeah,
hosts
D-Ray.
it.
Which one
Uh-huh.
is Cube host?
No, he's usually the center square sometimes, but he produces it. It's
that's what it
Cube
was,
brought
yeah.
it back, which
Yeah.
I love that show.
Had to
And,
bring it back.
they use a lot of loving hip hoppers, basketball wives, and a lot of reality people. But then they always have your boy, not DC Young Fly on there. He's a regular, and what's the African one? Michael Blackson's on there.
Michael Blackson.
Yeah. So it's back, and I think they're about on episode 3, maybe.
I've
coming
never
up.
watched that show.
It's funny. It's funny, and
I just don't think.
I used to like Hollywood Squares. So,
Well, I
but
like
this is like
Hollywood
the
Squares.
urban version, and and
Okay.
they be, it's just like watching us in a way. They just
I'll
be,
give it a chance.
they got jokes, and you know what I'm saying. Oh yeah, Ti is always the top. Was it the top left? So yeah, it's a good show. So that's back and on VH1. So check that out when you can.
All right, well, I'm gonna try, but
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it. All right.
Like you got something else to do.
Yeah, I do. My second one is called Wu Assassin, which is karate flick on Netflix.
Shit, I thought it was all Wu-Tang Clan.
No. Well,
Somebody trying to kill the Wu-Tang.
but it's a series of shows. So you go. I think it's like 9, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
But it's called Wu Assassins on Netflix. This shit is dope as.
What's about
fuck.
what?
This young man who gets he gets presented. It's kind of hard to explain, but he is now the Wu assassin, and he has to kill his uncle, who is just. He's in the here. This is it right here. So it's really, really good. A lot of action, a lot of karate.
I haven't seen anything with karate in a while. Oh, a little Asian man. Okay.
I got one question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do the lips line up with the dialogue?
Yeah, it
On
does.
this-
It does.
So it's
It
like
does.
a real.
It's real.
Okay.
Yeah. So he gets this.
Yeah.
He gets
Right.
He gets this thing from a past warrior who presents him to make him the Wu assassin. So he has to kill his uncle, who is fucking destroying and killing motherfuckers. And he could
that
change
seems
his
good.
face. So when he goes to fight someone, they don't know who he is because he's
wow.
changed who he is.
Oh, wow.
So
That
he
looks
can
good.
whoop their ass
That's just
and
like
bounce.
makeup nowadays.
Hilarious. Some women, you're right.
That's right.
But if you like action, karate, all that shit, and a little bit of gangster shit, it's a great movie, great thing to watch on Netflix. Not a movie, but it's a series. So definitely check it. It's called Wu Assassin. So I'm not even gonna ask you because I know you don't have two because you only said you had one.
I
You got another
started watching. I mean, I always watch this show, but this season that's on right now, I haven't. I'm just catching up on. Do you guys watch Married at First Sight?
Oh, that's the one on. Is it Oxygen? No, or is
It's
it
on. I think it's on Lifetime. I
like
believe.
Lifetime? It's Lifetime. I've been seeing the
Have you
promos.
heard of it? So basically,
Sound
it's
familiar.
two strangers that want to get married, and they
Give-
meet at the altar and get married.
And they get married, and then they follow them along. There we go. Yeah.
Right.
Actually, I wanted to get into this, and there's two of them. It's
Unfiltered.
another one like this too, but yeah, this
90
looks
Day
good.
Fiance.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. 90 Day
Right.
Fiance.
So that's also has a new season right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
It's pretty
did try to
interesting.
watch your other show,
Which one?
Life After Jail or
Oh, Life After
Prison-
Lockup.
Lockup.
That's just good, right?
Well, the white girl who married the dude for he had been in jail, I think 10 years or 5 years or something. And the dad just didn't understand why she was marrying him, and she only been responding to him for about a year. And she's like, "Well, Dad, they said," and he said, "Wait, where's that? Who the fuck is they?" She's like, "Well, they said on the internet, if you get married, when you get out of jail within the 90 days or 60 days, you won't go back." And she,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that true? No.
I don't know. And the dad was like, "What in the fuck are you talking about?" And she's like, "Well, Dad, I love him." And dude is like, "Well, you know, we're going to get married." But I think he got out and they didn't get married. Not right away.
Got it.
And he went back.
I don't know if he went back. I stopped watching it.
You should again.
Because it was like, I didn't understand why. Only white people do that. Well, then they have somebody black
There's
too.
a black couple on this one, or there's two black couples on this one actually.
Can you meet somebody and say, "I'm going to marry them"?
And then think it's going to
Hell
work
no.
out.
I mean, if I wasn't married and I'm
Would you
my
go for
age
one of
now,
those shows?
I totally would do it because
Really?
there's doctors behind it and psychiatrists, or not psychiatrists, therapists and pastors, and they like literally. They do your compatibility.
I mean,
Most of them work out. Like
80
they have families and babies.
80% of marriages end in divorce anyway, so might as well.
Mine's not gonna end in divorce.
So like mine.
But I
We,
feel
is
we
not
never
gonna
say
end in
yours is, but you always
She
put
like,
your
nah,
shit out there.
Mine not about to end in divorce. I'm not getting divorced. Period.
I will die.
Like, I will kill him before I get
Right.
divorced. Period.
All right, that was my. You had the second one. Yes, sir. You had the
was my
second
second
one.
one.
What's your third one? Or do you have a throw-in page?
I do have a throw in. Teddy Pendergrass. I watched it over
Teddy
the week.
what?
Teddy Pendergrass has a thing on Netflix.
Oh, he doesn't?
Yeah, well, he ain't alive, but it's like a documentary about his life. But here's what tripped me out.
Unsung.
No,
Well,
it's
I
not
saw
uns-
his unsung,
No.
which was kind of deep.
But what's the name of his song? I'm gonna tell you the name of the actual show, and I don't know why it isn't coming out.
Wow, I've been looking on.
You would love it. You would love it because Sean, he really loved it. Fuck, it was one of Teddy Pendergrass something, one of his songs. I forgot what it is. But anyway, so this is what tripped me out. Okay, so we all heard that when he got into the car accident, he was with a tranny,
And
his pants was down.
all the way to his.
So they skipped that part. Okay,
They did on unsung too.
yeah, they said that she was a tranny and he knew her. He knew her previously. He was with somebody else. He took her home and he was hanging out with the tranny, but they never said whether he knew she was a tranny or
wrong.
not.
So go ahead.
I don't know. I just was kind of like, I wanted the truth. I felt like, I don't know.
Well,
We don't
the
know that.
truth.
Did he know that was a tranny?
Yes,
They never really said.
That was the problem. That was what he was into at the time. And when
if you don't know me, sorry,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
And
Thank you.
well, you didn't know.
Yeah,
it.
you didn't know him by now.
Teddy Pendergrass,
When
if
he
you don't know me,
came
look that up.
here, he was one of the first dudes to ever do a female-only concert.
Yes, that's true.
So-
they said that part in there too.
And he came to the what's that? The Greek right here by Hollywood Bowl. So me and Philippe were like, okay, we passing out flyers for this club we're doing. At the time, I was doing clubs. I wasn't doing stand up.
Oh, was it
So we're like,
Showtime?
okay, we'll go there because it's gonna be females. We get there, it was a gang of these dudes look like women. I mean, and they in the front row. When they walk in, I was like, don't they know this shit say? Because it said women only. But it was a gang of them dudes in the first row. So whatever they want to say happened. So what was told to me was that Dr. J's ex-wife, I don't know if they still together, Turquoise, was with them in the back seat.
Right. They said that.
When
okay.
the accident, he didn't take her home.
Showtime.
She was
Sorry.
in the
What'd I
car
say?
when the accident happened.
Tender ass. You
Because
see.
he hit a tree, and his pants was, nobody else got hurt. He was the
Yeah,
only
the only
person
one-
to get hurt.
yeah.
Teddy Pendergrass down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Teddy, they find Teddy. He's unresponsive. But he's paralyzed from the waist down, pants on his ankles, and the dude was a tranny.
You said paralyzed.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, it was a rap.
It was, yeah.
He was right here, nigga. Everything was here.
Yeah, and he was performing like that for
Yeah,
a
he remember, and then he did. He couldn't move his head, but then he was able to start being a move. I think from the chest
Right.
up, so he could do this and do that. And he was singing. He had the Michael Jackson or the Janet Jackson piece. And he said, "Close off the light, 'cause I can't." What?
Too soon,
Oh, now it's too
Speedy.
soon.
No, that was hilarious. That was dark and hilarious.
Wow.
But yeah, that's
He
hey
said, "Turn
man.
off the
At the
lights,
end of the day,
'cause
we
I
were so sad, and then everybody
I
started.
just feel like they sugarcoated that in
but
story.
I think they should though.
But when he got like really big was Alice Cooper's manager took him over, and he was, I don't know, he had somebody else, maybe like probably like a relative, I don't know, whoever it was. But then he saw him perform and said he's a star, and that's when he blew up and everything. So I was like, wow.
Well, if you know, okay, he was in.
The story, they said he was driving in this one.
Yeah, he was driving. He was.
Well, how's he driving and then you in a limo?
No, he was driving his Rolls Royce. He had a Rolls Royce, a white Rolls Royce.
Oh, okay. So he was driving his Rolls Royce.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
I
had
always
his-
heard it was in a limo or something.
No, he was driving his Rolls Royce.
Okay.
He was in the group. Harold Melvin
And
and
the
the
Blue
Blue
Notes. Right.
He was the drummer. Originally, was the drummer. Harold was little. He did a little singing, but Teddy did mostly all the singing. So when they do the ensemble for Teddy and for Harold Melvin, Harold kept all the money. Those dudes really weren't making no money. And so Teddy goes over to his house and says, "Hey man, I need to get paid more. I'm the lead singer, pretty much."
I think they told this in the
Yeah,
thing,
and the
right?
ensemble, and he goes upstairs, goes under his mattress,
A grip of money.
and grabbed $200 or $300,
$200.
and gave it to Teddy and said, "That's your."
But don't tell the other guys I gave
I
you.
gave you a bonus, and he quit right after.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he had, and so believe it or not, they're still touring. Harold Melvin is dead.
Yeah.
Harold died, I think, 4 or 5 years ago. So Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes just did a cruise. And I'm listening to the radio. They're like, Harold Melvin and Blue. I said, no.
No,
The Blue Notes going to be there. Harold going to be there in spirit, nigga. But Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes.
They got a hologram of that motherfucker up there.
So I thought that was weird. My throw-in is another show on Netflix called Money Heist, which is a really good movie. It's about a bank
like
robbery that they actually planned for the police to come and be there, but they're in it's a bank that makes the money. It's overseas, but it's a bank that makes the money. So what they did the whole time, they're there for about a week. I don't know if it's a true story or not. It makes it seem like this might be a true story, but they're over there and they're in the bank and they have hostages and they are printing money. And they keep telling the police, we're going to let the people go. We want this. They start making these demands that they probably can't keep, but they know they can't keep them or they're not going to be able to do it. But they're in there printing money. And they print the thing was to print $1 billion. And they're going to try to get $1 billion out. Right. So I'm on show 5.
Okay, so it's a series.
It's a series.
Okay.
And it's called Money Heist. And it's really good.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah. Ain't no brothers in it. I try not to watch movies that ain't got no brothers in it. But it's no brothers, but it's shot overseas. So
they did that one shot. The black dude was walking across the street.
Hilarious.
Tyrell. They had him a little extra in that.
Oh, sorry about that.
Who's that?
He called me too.
Hopefully it might be important.
Tell him we're on here.
Yeah. Usually that's what I do. He should know. Oh, it's after 3. He's like, we are.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Money Heist I think is a really good show. Again, I think it's like 10 episodes or 9 episodes. Yeah, Netflix is killing it. Definitely. And I did watch Nick. I did watch that one you told me to watch.
Which one?
Silence, please.
Oh, the movie Silence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Netflix.
The Silent, I think it's called The Silent, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. It's actually pretty good.
The only thing I didn't like about it was the ending. But
I didn't see the
but
ending.
I knew that had to do with editing. Like
They said Harold
could tell.
Melvin died in 97, Speedy.
The motherfucker. I'm saying he's dead.
And they
Dead
still
is
announced
dead.
5 years ago
Dead is dead.
or 97.
Yeah,
I'm saying he's
yeah.
dead, and they're still going around saying Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes will be at so
They
and so
should
so
just
and
say
so.
the Blue Notes at least,
Yeah.
or a Blue Note. Because I'm sure a couple more of them are dead too. Yeah.
Martin Luther King giving a speech next
That's
week.
just,
Yeah.
it's just weird to say Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes.
Yeah.
Harold ain't here no more.
Right.
How about a Blue Note?
Right. Exactly.
I'm still gonna see him.
No, I'm not.
You don't hear the Harold.
You on a cruise, man? You don't have a choice but to go see the Blue Notes.
If it's free and
Yeah,
I'm
you
on a cruise. Yeah.
man. You pay for it.
Yeah, you gonna hear it.
Yeah. right.
Girl, the Blue Notes was good. Who sang Harold part? Not him.
Right.
I mean, think about all the people who have died. If you go see the Jacksons, that's different. You can't go see Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you got to say the Jacksons.
You gotta see the Jacksons. And remember, they went on tour, nigga, and 9 people showed up.
I know I was there.
So
And
sad.
I was there with R. Kelly. It was R. Kelly.
What the fuck?
The Jacksons was the closers. R. Kelly.
took that
Who
L.
else was in the middle? Outkast. It was Outkast, R. Kelly.
Nigga, soon as they
And
said,
after R. Kelly, everybody bounced. And I was like, oh, I'm going to sit. I felt so bad. I was like, well, I'm going to sit here and support. Because I mean, when I tell you that shit was empty as a motherfucker at the Staples, I was like, this is so embarrassing. Like,
and it was just you.
yeah, I was
Son,
like,
sit down.
I was like, no, we're staying. Because, God, dog.
You know who that happened to? At the Essence, Stevie Wonder. Stevie was the headliner.
Damn.
We hosted. I introduced. Niggas was getting up like they knew he couldn't see them.
I'm glad. I'm
Motherfuckers was they was getting up and walking past and looking at Stevie. He in song 2, nigga, and they're getting up in lines. And I was like, it's Stevie. Where y'all?
I'm like,
And I'm
you
backstage
can't
like-
disrespect Stevie.
Couldn't see him.
Yeah.
He
But somebody told him. Or maybe you wouldn't tell him, huh?
Yeah, but don't people like clap and cheer at the end? No.
Yeah, this is what he heard.
Yes. Right.
You ever heard that big? Besides, you ever a big artist that people walked out on?
No.
Do you go to concerts?
I went to the B2K.
You did go?
I did, and then
The
before
reunion.
that,
Was it good?
well, the reunion tour.
Was it good?
I liked it,
I
but it
think
was
I
too
wanted to see
long
that.
though. Honestly, I was
She
like,
said.
That's the thing about it. Like when you have 4 and 5 people on the same bill or whatever,
Right.
people, the third or fourth one, they like starting to check out. They got
How
to
many
pick up
were
their
on there?
kids. It was like I
there
said, it was
a lot.
Outkast. It was
And not
Outkast,
only
my
was
heart.
there a lot, they all sang like 2, 3, 4 songs, and I'm like, because I went to the Bad Boy concert in Vegas, whenever that was, way
With
different.
everybody,
Like
yeah.
everyone sang one song,
Right.
and then like whatever. But for this one, I was
You
like,
like
it was a
112?
concert for everybody.
Did you like 112?
I did.
How did Diddy do? Well, how many? I know he did more than one. For sure.
You're talking about Bad Boy.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was the question? I'm tired.
Wow.
I've been up since 4:30
How
in the morning.
did
I'm like,
She like cheesecake.
I'm like,
day 26.
26 shoes.
oh, but I was
Hey.
mad because you know what happened? So we went to the Vegas one, and then they also had one here. I was so mad we didn't go to the LA one because I heard Mary J was there, and I was like, damn it. I was like, I wish I could have.
Right.
I love Mary J.
She asked you a question.
What was the question?
I said, how did Diddy? How many songs did he do?
Did he? I don't remember how many he did, but
But he
good.
did more than one.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then I
you
think
know,
his son did a song.
How did he do?
Right. Diddy, right.
He did.
It's something, nigga. I'd have got up there. No, nigga.
No, we're not saying Outkast open for B2K. I'm saying it was Outkast. These niggas.
Hey,
right
that's
here.
a weird. That's
I know.
a
I said
weird
it was
lineup.
Outkast,
Like
R. Kelly and the Jacksons.
just a weird
at the
lineup.
BET
And they walked out on the Jacksons.
thing concert.
Because
thing.
this is right after Michael died. They was
Yeah, right after you would have thought it was,
hologram
sounded
then or
good.
something now, nigga. I had a chance to interview Tito, who was really cool. Tito had a lot. He has a band and they do cover songs, but it's an old school band. They wear like them top hats and shit like that.
looking like old pimps.
Yeah, a whole bunch of old pimps. Because then you forget how old Tito was. Tito old as fuck right now. He not the oldest. Jackie's the oldest. It's Jackie, Tito,
Yeah.
Jermaine, Marlon, Michael.
Randy.
No, Randy's the youngest.
the youngest, yeah.
Randy's the
I think you just.
Oh, you
named,
didn't put the girls
You
in
just
there.
named
at
the
all.
Waynes.
Put them all in
Yeah,
there.
pretty much.
And that's TV junkies for us right now. Did you ever throw
Nick,
it?
you have anything or no? Oh, he does.
He's talking.
The one I said earlier, person. In case anyone didn't hear, we got a few more people online. Person of interest. And this is the same guy who played Jesus in the Passion of the Christ. I've never seen Passion of the
Me
Christ.
either.
I did. I
was
saw
not-
it. It was good.
I heard it was good. I heard
It was really
good.
good.
I was
It
not.
was good.
I heard it
I
was
heard a
good.
lot of people
Look, I know how the story
died
ends.
during that movie.
We all know how the
I already
story
know how that
ends.
one is. I ain't gonna-
Yeah. But yeah, person of interest. Check that out. It's got a lot of reviews on here.
Did
It's
you
pretty
know
good.
that Wetchcom, who produced that movie, he had to give up half of what he
Mel
made?
Gibson?
He had to give half of that to his wife.
I mean, they did lie about the whole movie, so they should. Yeah.
No, I mean in the divorce proceedings, that's why he had to give up half.
Dang.
Yeah.
She was a producer on it.
Yeah.
I ain't go see it.
I
I think it made
Good.
like 800 mil, some goofy shit like that.
Yeah, I was like, who's the white guy? Nigga? What the fuck is this?
Come on, man.
That's what I was wondering. Like, who's the white guy? Though? I seen Passion of the Christ. Who's the white dude?
I ain't go see it because I knew it happened at the end.
Right.
Figure that's all.
We got a phone call.
Hopefully he's still there.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Big facts.
Speak.
First of all, nigga, don't tell us when our last call is. Fuck, you ain't program director.
My last call.
Oh,
okay.
Well,
Yeah,
then make
hips
it your
check.
last
Speak up,
call.
Vernon, a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, what I was getting ready to say was when
Use your
Speedy
hips.
talked about how comedians a lot of comedians don't bring each other up and then go back. Because, like you said before, Speedy, a lot of them are afraid that their position is going to get took.
Well, that mean they're insecure. Because if you're funny, you're funny. Can't nobody take your spot when you're funny.
like when you said when you do a comedy show and you put on the show, every motherfucker in there is funny.
Yeah, everybody funny.
Everybody don't do that.
You're right.
Just like when you told that story about what's that horse mouth girl name? I forgot her name.
Cheryl Underwood.
Cheryl Underwood.
Yeah, you said that she hurried up and got behind you, and you didn't even get a chance to say nothing.
Because she doesn't want you to be funny. She doesn't. Some comics they can't hold their position if you come in and destroy because it makes the bar too. Now I got to be funnier than the opening dude. Fuck that. Nigga, I'm out. It's my name on the thing.
See, and that's why a lot of comedians don't do that. But you do, Speedy. You have brought up a lot of people up there that was fucking hilarious.
Thank you, bro. I feel like people paid their money for a whole show. So why? I know I'm gonna be funny. I'm hosting or I'm headlining, but why not? If I have something to do with it, I'm gonna make sure everybody on the show can go. And if they funnier than me, that's even better.
Has there ever been a
point
in time where you've hosted and somebody got mad because you were funnier than them?
Yeah,
not, right?
I told you that story. Michael Collier.
Oh, well, Michael
Collier in Oakland. We're doing a show there. They asked me to host. He had the whole weekend, so it's the Friday show, first show. And Michael came backstage. Hey man, thank you for the phone call. Michael came backstage. Said, hey man, do what do you. And usually comics to say do you. That means go have fun because I'm gonna do me after you get done. So it's just me and Michael. So I'm maybe 10 minutes into my set, and I'm probably gonna do 30 and then bring him out. And I see the light flash in the back. And I respect lights. Don't give a fuck where it came from. I see the light and it's flashing. That means go ahead and bring up the headliner. So I'm like, okay, cool. It ain't my show. Please put your hands together for Michael Collier. I get off stage. I'm standing by the guy who owns the club. He goes, man, you were killing it. Why'd you get off stage? I'm like, y'all gave me the light. He said, no, Michael Collier gave you the light. And so I knew right then how the weekend was going to be. So the whole weekend, he was lighting me up. I never said a word. So I was just like, okay, whatever. They paid me regardless. I get to about 10 minutes and ripping. I see the lights, and I know it was Michael. So some people, man, they can't.
You're too funny, man. Get off that. I'm next.
Have you had any stories like that? I know you went to the game where like
all the time. I do impersonations, so that always sets a tone. Like I've heard this when I get off stage. Like if I get on stage and then do my act and then do the impersonation. A lot of comedians be like, I can't do impersonations, but or something condescending. You know what I'm saying? It's
which is very
like, what's the point of you even saying that?
Just go be funny.
I don't know how to do all them impersonations, but like,
I
don't know how to do all them impersonations. Like, what's the point of you even? You know what I'm saying?
That's another form of hate. It's like when women say, "No, go on do your little comedy shit, bitch."
you little.
Ooh, that's probably the one thing I can't handle when someone goes, "No, you go on do your little show."
Try to undermine you.
Yeah, that y'all might think you just saying that, but no, go on do your little show. We know what that means.
Yeah, exactly.
Little to any.
That's just like us saying, "All right, I see your little edge is coming back."
I mean, they are little. They
there.
Oh, I see you.
Before we go, somebody wants to know how do we feel about Jay-Z partnering with the NFL? Nick and
on what? I ain't hear.
What is it?
On what?
Halftime.
No, he's helping out with the public relations, I believe.
Is it PR?
She said halftime.
She said halftime.
What does that mean? Halftime?
What is she doing?
What are they doing for halftime?
He's gonna help them develop the halftime shows, but then he also has this civil justice kind of campaign that he's gonna do.
Oh, okay.
For public relations. That's what I read. I didn't read about the halftime show.
I mean, okay.
So he's going to help make the halftimes.
We talking about the Super Bowl? Yeah, because they've been there last year. I'm sorry, that shit was terrible.
Who's gonna perform?
You didn't like
with Maroon 5? That was alright. I mean, it wasn't no,
Beyonce.
I want to Beyonce or Prince or Michael or
I still say Janet was the best one.
Oh, just because she popped out her titty.
Right.
I only agreed to do the Super Bowl because I thought NFL stood for niggas for life. So,
just
for life. You know what? Get your money. Stay relevant.
Yeah,
this
that's
nigga's
how
a billionaire.
I said. I am not mad at it.
This nigga's a billionaire.
He don't need no more money. He don't need no
That
more.
nigga's a billionaire. That's all I know. Jay-Z's a billionaire. All right, we got another phone call.
Caller, what's your
Better
name?
not be Vernon.
No, caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
It's not Vernon, it's Dana. Hi.
Hey,
Dana.
Dana.
I wanted to ask this, but I don't know when you guys came back. Because I started doing other stuff.
Oh.
You guys weren't on.
Excuse us.
Oh, okay.
Oh, ask us
So
what?
I'm disappointed. I want y'all to know that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. I had a question for Shelly.
Oh.
That's unusual.
Okay, what is it?
It's very unusual, but my question is that your adoptive parents adopted you, but they abused you. Did you ever think about why they did that? To adopt biracial children but abuse them?
I think they were
I
racist.
have.
I think they were racist.
I
thought about that.
I don't
too.
know that they're racist, but I did find out a few things later. So one I found, so usually when you adopt a child, it's not like foster care and you don't get money from the state. But if you're a hard to place kid and you get adopted, then you will get money. So I did find out for me and my other siblings that she did abuse, she got money for those particular kids. So I feel like she kind of didn't want us. And then the second thing is, I found out her biological family, she had 8 siblings, and so all her siblings had a lot of children, like had 7, 8 kids, and she couldn't have any kids. So she adopted. So it's like she kind of one-upped them, like, oh, I have 11 kids, and I adopted them, and she was in the newspaper, and
so she had mental issues. Okay.
right,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That's what
yeah.
it sounds like. Mm-hmm.
So I think that's really what it was about.
Thank you.
Dana, are you gonna go with me? We're gonna go beat that bitch ass.
Hey, you know, somebody say something,
I
Stephen.
mean, I'm sure she's being punished. She's,
Right.
Yeah.
acting like
Yeah.
bananas,
And she did?
No,
No, she's
home.
not home by herself.
Oh, no, we need to get her.
No, we're going up there.
Take her on
Dana,
out.
we got a little mask for you to wear.
No,
We got a mask for you to wear.
We only have your first name.
Dana,
The Lord will take care of it.
so you gonna wear Pam's face?
mask and the wig.
We got a wig for you
Use
too.
Tangi's.
Yeah, we're gonna take Tangi's face and
over
we're
there.
gonna walk in there and beat that bitch ass and run out.
Angie, a hugger and lover.
Oh yeah, she
That's
sure
true.
will. Fuck.
What's in the past?
That's true.
That's true.
We don't
Thanks
need
for
to
bringing up old shit. Now she about to cry.
No, I'm
Thank
not.
you,
No, I'm
Dana.
not.
Hey, but for the record, Shelly, you don't even look adopted.
Thank you. However that, whatever that means.
Hey, you
Nigga,
don't.
that's
I'm
hilarious.
just saying. That,
You don't look adopted.
I don't know what that means.
There's a lot of shit you look like. Adopted ain't one of them.
it's a good
There's
thing.
no way if you'd have came out
So I'm saying-
and they'd have prayed you, I went,
So-
oh, take the little pretty girl.
so-
No, now we're like, what's wrong with her?
I'm just saying.
Is she burning shit? Does she light fire? What's what this little bitch do?
Dude, but I moved into the group, so after they found the abuse, they put me in a group home. Everybody I
You
would
told
meet,
them, right?
Eventually, I did.
Okay, thank
So
you.
everyone I would meet from there on, whether it be a guy, a girl, oh, what did you do? I'm like, why did I have to do
Right,
something?
like,
'Cause I'm
what
in a
did
group
you
home,
do
so
to-
I had to do
right,
something.
right.
Like, yes,
That's
there are
terrible.
kids that are bad that
Because
go
it
to group
seems
homes,
like punishment.
but there's a lot of kids in that were abused.
That's
so I'm
because
like,
group homes seem like punishment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Can you sue her?
She ain't got nothing. Like, literally has nothing.
Well, we take that little money she got that's keeping her in that place.
Which is my sister.
The motherfucking homes are you can't just leave a motherfucker in the home. Somebody got to pay that.
Well,
About
my
to
sister
start
does. My
adopting
sister
animals next. Let me get that squirrel right there. That dying squirrel over there.
We're gonna name her Shelly.
No, Michelle.
I'm sorry. It's right there, Shelly.
You came out great.
Thank you.
You don't look adopted.
Whatever.
Nigga, I don't even, no, I'm just saying
That was
she don't
fucking
look, she
great,
don't-
nigga.
she
We gotta put that
you know
on a
what I'm saying?
t-shirt. Do I look adopted?
You don't look adopted.
That's funny.
Or do I look group homish? I know Christmas was a motherfucker. Look here. Is there any gifts for me?
Oh, Speedy.
What?
I always got
She
my
gonna start
gifts, so I
flashing
didn't care.
back.
No,
made,
I got
she
my
made a
gifts.
gift. Let me put this under the tree. Oh, look what somebody got me. What I wanted.
They said they like you, but you have 6 children.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. I'm probably raising some kids that ain't mine. So,
I can tell by your look.
You know what I'm saying?
There's some kids you went,
Yeah, that's it.
nigga, this
forget.
nigga
I get it.
really white.
What size the hug is?
FYI, Ancestry DNA is on sale right now for $59 if you want to buy the box.
And when the kid come by, just swab them. Don't say shit. Open your mouth.
Oh, I'm
Right,
done. I'm
right.
done now.
Nigga,
I'm
don't
done.
send that shit in. They
My
ain't-
nuts
They
clipped.
don't mean to get
I'm done.
way too
done.
much information, bro. I don't really need to know you like that. You didn't open your legs up. All right, hold your butt. Okay.
I'm gonna get a tattoo right here.
You're gonna feel a little pinch. You good? You're gonna feel a little pinch. We're gonna give it a little.
That's what
Nigga,
happened.
they gotta get shot in your balls,
Lord have
man.
mercy.
You get a shot in your sack.
Is that how they do it?
They gotta numb you up.
They gotta
First
numb
of all,
your
you gotta
nuts?
put that blouse on with the back out.
Yeah.
You walk in, nigga. They don't put you to sleep for that one, nigga. You wide awake, look, holding your thighs. Okay, go. You got the back of your hands on your shit, and they numb you, and they snip.
Huh.
Yeah.
How you know?
Yeah, I heard. Nigga. Somebody suggested I should get there. I said, "You kill yourself, nigga. I'm not gonna get.
Hell no. That's my manhood.
If I have a baby,
I want to be able to drop a load anytime I want to.
If I have
No,
a
you
baby
done,
at 6,
right? You should be done, right? I'm just
that's
asking. Do you think you're still fertile?
I had a bad joke, boy. I swear we gonna say this. We'd have both got in trouble for that joke.
Oh, really?
Speedy go get somebody on pregnant just to prove a point now.
Yeah, now, hey, bitch, go show him the stick.
Damn it. You know what I'm saying?
Did you get nipped?
Nipped? No.
So you can still have kids?
Tell your tubes tied.
No, I didn't get no tube side. That's not 100%. I had a friend that got the guy got a vasectomy.
You got 2 kids, right?
I have 2 kids.
Right.
No, but so my friend's husband got a vasectomy. He already has a ton of kids.
Yeah, you know
and so they wound up getting pregnant with twins after that. Yeah. And then while she was breastfeeding the twins, got
She's
pregnant
good.
again.
If she had her tube, how did the baby get through the tube? Get through the knot? I don't
know, but they say you're supposed to get checked up after. I don't think he did. And he already has like a whole football team of kids.
She probably has a loose knot. They ain't put the Boy Scout.
But do you want
knot
any
in
more
that
kids,
mom.
Speedy?
No.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah, because when I'm 58, when he 10, I'm 68.
Yeah. Like I told you, got a good 10, 15 left.
It ain't that bad. Just the baby crying. That's all.
Oh my God, you said this
Right, you sound like a baby.
Yeah, motherfucker.
That's the
Paw got you.
Paw got you. Oh my God, that sounds so real.
Right.
How would you know, Pam? You killed all yours. Anyway, she stopped them before they got to the age.
Oh, if they want to know, Shelly, have you thought about adopting a kid?
I actually have. I want to adopt. I do.
Seems like you
What's
would.
up, man?
I would, but my husband, I don't like. He's kind of.
Boy or girl?
I would adopt a girl.
Yeah, because you got 2
That looks like
boys.
me.
Yeah.
She works with adopted children.
I know. She was telling me on Friday.
Yeah, that's-
Or, yeah,
I thought you
Friday.
were gonna say
This
you
was-
knew her.
He said, what?
I thought you
They
knew
look
her.
familiar?
Yeah.
I was in Jersey. I was in the Jersey home.
They passed the pictures around. You want this one? No, I'm cool. It was in Jersey. No, I
She
don't
walked
want
up
to
to
go
Shelly
to
and said,
Jersey.
"You look adopted. Are you from?"
You look like Shelter. Anyway. Yeah, so we're going to get a petition. We're going to go to the New Jersey and beat that bitch ass.
Yeah, pretty much.
I thought about that today. It was so weird she asked you that question because I felt like she was either very prejudiced
That's what I
or she
thought.
really, because you're
You
a pretty
probably
girl.
was the pretty one.
Yeah, and her kids.
Out of all the
the
slew of them.
And I think out of all the stuff you told us, the one that stuck was that she was the cheerleading coach and she didn't pick you, but she picked the other girls.
Yeah.
I'd have set that whole house on fire.
Right.
Yeah.
Because then I would have known right then, like, bitch, you really don't like me.
Oh no, because even when I moved out and I'm an
There's
adult,
more?
I started modeling. I didn't have a relationship with her, but she knew I was modeling, and so people would ask her like, "Oh, how's your daughter Shelly?" And she's like, "Oh, she became a stripper." I was like, "A stripper?" I'm like, "I'm a freaking model." Like, are you
That's
kidding
pretty
me?
much the same thing, minus the music, nigga.
No, it's not.
Minus the
No,
music,
but,
nigga,
like,
and the
being
dollars,
serious-
nigga. You out there?
Haha.
What's the
but
difference?
What's the difference with a stripper and a
I
model?
like how she said,
Are you kidding?
ha ha. That was
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
Oh God,
Yeah.
this thing got awkward.
You're saying what's the difference between
Yeah,
a stripper
that's
and a
the-
model?
that's the question.
A stripper goes to a
Nick,
strip club and dances on a pole
Nick, you
and
wanna-
takes
Oh, so
all her clothes off
she's
and makes
about to cry.
money.
Actually, in California, strippers don't take all their clothes off. So
He joking. It's a difference.
this ain't no difference.
It's a big difference. It's a huge
Are she
difference.
about to
I
cry?
never thought like I would ever cry on the show, and that just like really
No, it's a
upset me.
huge difference. It's a
Did it
huge
really?
difference.
Is she really crying?
It's a huge
It's a big difference, Nick.
Why is it different?
Yeah, that one kind of dark, man. It's a huge difference.
Oh, now we gotta deal with Shelly.
I know strippers. They ain't no models. No,
I thought she was playing.
No, I knew it.
no, I knew.
You
As
knew it
soon
was
as he
going
said it,
bad?
I'm like,
As he said it,
no. As soon as he said it, I'm like, no, you ain't seen it. Oh,
No, it's
We
okay.
love Shelly.
that's why I'm like, it's a difference. Oh, it's a difference.
Her husband all in the chat room. We gonna come up here. I'm like,
Yeah,
shit.
Tone, we apologize. Well,
Phone call.
Well,
no, we ain't taking no phone call.
Oh, I can't take a phone call.
Let's take the call.
I used to be a stripper.
We got another phone call.
No, I was just joking. I was just trying to lighten the mood.
That's not gonna help.
No, it
We
ain't.
Yeah,
gonna
we're
go get
bad
out of here
now.
on this one.
We got a phone call.
Damn.
Well, let's take the call right quick.
Yeah, take the phone call.
I'm sure.
Yeah, you count it. Go ahead, man.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, it's Nicole from St. Louis.
Hey, Nicole.
Nicole.
Hey,
Hi.
hey, baby girl. Well, this shit's awkward.
Right?
Yo, you know what to say. We're like, huh.
So Pam sent me a message and wanted me to call in. Speedy.
Yes, ma'am.
We want to know what the chat room thinks. They think that we should go 2 days a week in the evenings, and then the rest of you guys do 2 days in the afternoon. Whatever 2 days, it doesn't matter. Like 7 to 9 in the evenings, and then 2 days. And everyone in the chat room thinks it's a good idea.
I'm actually.
So, Speedy, what do you do at night? What do you do in the evening?
Kids?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Stop.
No.
Them kids is gold.
No.
Right.
Shelly,
it's kind of hard
okay?
to go with this one because the Shelly thing. We need to get out there, Pam.
Yeah,
we really do.
We'll
y'all
talk
made
about
Tangy crying. We just kept the show going.
No,
this is a
Tangy
different
didn't.
cry,
She,
though.
yeah, it's
This is different.
She wanted to be a model and not a stripper. Yeah, so we need to handle it.
that's
Thank you. I will definitely answer that. if
We'll
you
do
wanna
it
call
tomorrow.
back
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
But yeah, we need to get out there. So
All
All
yeah,
right.
we love you.
Call back tomorrow, Nicole.
All right, so
wow, this
give your information, bro.
Tattoo Man page. You can follow me on Instagram. Tattoo Man page.
We never want anybody to cry on this show.
No.
Oh,
He did.
Yeah, that's it.
You done checked out.
I know. Don't put me in
And Nikki Pam on everything. Follow Kobe Bryant _ the dog.
And it's Shelly Rio.
It's Shelly Rio. Miss Shelly Rio on everything.
On everything. It's Speedy is funny everything. Speedy IZ funny everything. Happy birthday goes out to Halle Berry, who's 53. Magic Johnson is 60. Princess.
Oh, Princess from Love and Hip Hop?
35 years old.
Ray J.
Tim Tebow is 32. Steve Martin is 75. Do you know who Joseph Marcel is?
No, I can't.
Fresh Prince,
Okay.
Butler.
Okay.
Susan.
About
Susan
thrown off
Olsen.
now.
Do you know who Susan Olsen is?
Yes. Where do I know Susan Olsen from?
Come on.
I don't
The
know.
youngest girl in the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
And
that's right. Yeah, one of the
she is
Brady
58.
kids.
We're the same age. That's weird.
You're
Jack
the Brady
A.
kids?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Jack A is 63. And Antonio Vargas.
I remember Antonio.
73 years old.
Happy birthday, Magic Johnson.
Yeah. So
All right.
thank
Is that
y'all.
Magic Johnson?
Yes,
Yeah,
Magic
I said
birthday.
Magic.
Oh, shit, I didn't know it was Magic's birthday.
Happy
Shout out to
birthday, Magic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure he's somewhere. Thank y'all for listening to the show. Hopefully she'll be back.
No, we'll be back tomorrow.
Tony, we
I
got
don't know
it.
if Shelly be back.
We
but
got it, Tony. I know you probably
Tony,
calling.
yeah, Tony, we got it, Tony.
We got it,
Yeah, Tony, don't worry. We got it.
We got it.
It's the Rollout Show.